This is Marcus Corval with Studio MMA and MMA Nuts, and we're here with one of the funniest guys in the game. Pat Barry, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Good to be in Vegas again. Good to be in Vegas for not my fight. That's what's great. Like, now I don't have to worry about anything this week.
Are you nervous going for the fight?
Of course. I mean, you're always going to be nervous. I mean, I think personally, as a teammate and as a caring teammate, you'll always be more stressed out for your teammate, friend, companion, like getting in than you are for your own fight. You're always going to be more stressed out for everyone else's fight than you are your own. I think it's like a motherly instinct. Like you just want to jump in there and you want to like save them, but like, yeah, I'm nervous.
Are you going to be in the corner on Friday night?
Yes, sir. I will be there Friday night, ringside, cage side. Sorry, octagon side.
Are you nervous for the almighty Alistair Overeem's K1 skills to stand up? Is it like the classical stand up versus wrestling fight, or can we expect something different?
Well, I mean, you're going to see Alistair Overeem MMA striking. You're not going to see K1 level striking. I mean, that's something that I can finally admit to, being a former kickboxer and now turned mixed martial artist. You can't get in the ring and kickbox the way that you do in a fight in a ring with ropes and no wrestling. Like, it's totally different. People tell me all the time, you know, you're supposed to be this badass striker and we haven't seen it yet. I'm like, we haven't done a kickboxing match yet. Like, we have a kickboxing match, I'll show you something you've never seen, but until then, I mean, as long as it's MMA, things are going to be different. So will we see Alistair Overeem's MMA striking ability? Yeah, absolutely. Will we see Alistair Overeem K1 champion striking? Well, no, it's not a kickboxing match. It's an MMA match, unfortunately.
And when it comes to Brock and being with him for this fight, what have you guys done differently leading up to the fight in training camp? Well,
I mean, we've changed up the mentality a little bit and some of the drills. I've brought in some of my striking drills that I know, like just the knowledge that I've gotten in kickboxing. I've been able to bring that in and apply that to what he's been doing and the training that he's been going through. But I mean, more than anything else, the biggest jump is being injury-free or diverticulitis-free, if you can do that. I mean, because now he mentally doesn't have to worry about other things. Now he can just focus on training for the fight, and that's it. And that's for the first time in a really long time where he doesn't have to worry if my nose starts running that, oh my God, is my stomach going to fall off, or no more surgeries, man. He's good. Everything is good. So he's been able to just train.
Except from training, have you guys been singing at all? For you that haven't seen it, the legendary YouTube clip, Pat Barry singing with the very macho Crow Cop. Have you guys been singing at all?
You know what? We haven't, but I did experience my very first van ride within the day when they played the loudest thrash metal ever.
Thrash metal?
Yeah, and he was air guitaring and bobbing his head. I thought he was going to head bump the windshield, man. I couldn't swing that one. There's no singing. There's no words in those songs that I know of.
Did you at least catch it on camera?
I got my reaction on camera, but I didn't get any of him. I don't dare turn that camera towards him. You never know. He might end up eating my phone.
Since the YouTube video with the Crow Cop, he said jokingly in his last fight that he needed to kick your ass next time he saw you. Have you seen him since that came out?
We have not seen him. Not since he's made that comment. Haven't seen him yet. We're gonna see him, but haven't seen him yet. We're still waiting on that.
Did he call you up after he realized it was online?
Yeah, I mean he called me. He said, "You motherfucker," like with a thick accent. Like when he heard about it, because not only was it online, but it was on Croatian television. Like they played it on TV everywhere. Like it was big. It went all over Japan.
And obviously he's a very macho, quiet kind of a guy. And I was very surprised at how well he could sing. Were you surprised yourself?
Yeah, man, that dude's got a voice.
Yeah.
Who knew that? He could be like Croatia's Got Talent or something like that if they ever had one of those shows, man. That dude's got a voice.
But what about yourself? You can sing too.
In the shower or when no one's looking. It's coming. It's coming. That's gonna be my secret talent. I'm gonna start singing myself out to the ring as I'm walking to it.
You're a funny dude and very, very liked among other fighters. You're like playing pranks on guys, obviously. And is that something after your fight career? Is it something that you even thought about?
No, absolutely. I've been thinking about this since day one. I mean, because it's not an act. I mean, when people ask, they say that I'm a funny guy. I say, you know what? I don't really know any jokes. I'm an honest guy.
Right.
And people find that comedic. I'm an honest guy. I say things that the tough guys don't say, and I'm a pretty straightforward guy. But yeah, and I've always wanted to be in front of the camera. That's something I've been wanting to do since I was a kid.
Is it something that you've worked on, whereas if it's stand-up or you got your own TV show coming out?
You know what? I don't, honestly, I don't know, because I don't know how to go about doing that kind of stuff. So if you have any advice, anyone out there, contact me. Let me know what moves need to be made, because getting punched in the face is whack.
Sucks, doesn't it?
It is not, no thank you, I don't want that.
Absolutely, I've got some tips for you. It costs 20% though, but
we can do it.
So, what's next for you? I have to say, first of all, Stephen Struve, you fought him when you locked up that triangle. You lifted him up. I'm like, he's going out. He's going to get knocked out. Were you surprised they held on to that triangle yourself?
You know what? A part of me was thinking, this is it. He's going to let go. But then, while still being held in the triangle, I'm standing straight up. His hand was on the ground, like. That's when I realized, nowhere during the fight did I ever really take into consideration his height. It wasn't a factor to me. His height didn't matter. But when he wrapped his legs around my neck and I stood up and his shoulders were still laying on the ground, that's when I was thinking, oh, you're really 7 foot. This is ridiculous. This is not even the same sport. Like we should start a height class in the UFC.
Is there a weight class?
5'8" to 5'11". I'm killing people.
But even that, so with Stephen Struve, first of all, it was the biggest height difference in the UFC history, potentially in the MMA history, I think. And you're cool with the guy, you're shaking hands, you're talking, and you're such a nice guy. And then you go in and you whoop people's asses. What goes through your mind?
Well, no, nothing. That's just the job, man. We're friends beforehand, we're friends during, we're friends after. I know what I'm supposed to say is, fuck you, and I gotta and drink blood, and I don't care about you, and you're never gonna hug your kids again because you're gonna die, and that's all. That's the written on paper traditional lines, man.
Right.
But it's a sport just like anything else. Michael Jordan never had a fist fight in a parking lot with Charles Barkley after a game. Like everybody's friends. Just because we fight doesn't make us not human beings. I mean, we're just like any other athlete. It's just our job looks a little weird. It's not much of a team sport, you know what I mean? So, we can be cool before, after, during. It doesn't matter. I mean, and I know that the game consists of getting you to stop,
right?
Knocking you out, getting you to quit, or calling the referee to stop, and that's just it's full contact chess. That's all it is. Strategy, a lot of science that goes into it, and just getting hit is part of the game.
I like that, full contact chess. What's next for you?
Pat Barry.
Pat Barry. Trademarked. Pat Barry.
Trademark. January 20th.
10% to me.
January 20th in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, with Kamal Belarus, and you got first time for Swedish Reza Madad who's going to fight in that card. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that. I did not. I knew that I was fighting on it.
Sorry. Yes, sorry for interrupting. Who you fighting?
No, it's no problem. Christian Moorcraft. Yeah, I didn't really know anybody else who was fighting. I hadn't looked into it yet. I heard Melvin Guillot was fighting.
Yes.
All right, but Christian Moorcraft, January 20th in Nashville, Tennessee. That's the first full Fox card, from what I've been told.
Yes, absolutely. Are you excited to get a chance to fight on Fox? Or does it make a difference?
Well, I mean, outside of the fight, well, yes. I mean, this is a big deal. It's a really big deal. But personally, until the fight comes, it doesn't matter what channel it's on, as long as we're having a fight. So. I mean, I would after the fight, I'd say, "Oh man, we're on Fox, yeah." But right. If we were on Fox or if we were on YouTube, it didn't. It's just until the fight, it doesn't. The channel, I don't know how to express emotion for that.
Right, you're still going to be in the case of fighting.
Yeah, I mean, personally, me being a fighter, I don't totally grasp, what being on Fox, how big of an impact or what that really means. I mean, I'm not on the business side of the.
I'm not sure we do either. I'm not sure we know either.
Good. All right, good. Because I can really talk honestly about it. I have no idea. I mean, I guess being on Fox is big, right?
Right. It seems like it.
But I mean, isn't being on Spike big, or being on Versus big, or on pay-per-view? What if we were on Channel 11? Is that big? Yo. Oh, no,
you gotta go, mate.
Gotta run, man. They're calling me. Y'all be cool, man. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Thanks.